We just spoke to Whit Grossbeck.
That we did.
I think it's only fair that we spend a few moments with the owner of the New England Patriots, Robert Kraft, who is on the phone this morning.
Oh, wow.
Holy cow.
Robert, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How are you?
Yeah,
How you doing?
I'm great. I want to congratulate you on your, I guess it's a birthday, is it?
Yeah, 5
Or an
years.
anniversary?
Well, it's kind of an anniversary, but yeah, we're celebrating it as a birthday.
Well, you brought a lot of joy and interesting discourse to the market. And, I've enjoyed watching your transition from WAAF. And we share something special together because last night was my first game with a man after I went over and shook our head coach's hand, and I said, we're starting to build new chapters after 25 years. This is the first game. So we're celebrating this week together.
Yeah. Well, it must have been interesting last night when throughout this process to look at things differently at times. And I what is so far, to kind of sum up what Gerard Mayo has brought to the table so far. How would you do that?
Well, I just want to give you a little anecdote. I was told your celebration was Tuesday. And so I got a pal who comes up to practice once a year, and I thought we'd have him call with me, that your fan base would be more interested in him, which was John Bon Jovi, who has been a strong Pats fan since '96. And I was going to have him call with me. My great guy, Stacey James, usually gets it right, but he told me Tuesday was your 5th year celebration.
So wait, we missed John Bon Jovi? We would have loved to have John Bon Jovi on the show, Robert.
And he's become a big Beantown fan, and since '96 he became a huge Pats fan. So anyhow, just a little tidbit on the side. But, it's pretty exciting building a new foundation, and you said you had Wick on, and congratulations to them and the great job their team did. And now we had a wonderful run, and we're building a new foundation, I think, to do something pretty special in the marketplace. I'm very excited about the people we have building. I don't know what our record will be this year, but I see the pieces in place that we can have a good time.
Well, one of those pieces is hopefully Drake Maye. What's been your impression of him, not only last night, but kind of since he got here?
He's really been first class. Part of he's 21, and these young people come into the marketplace, and he has the advantage of coming from a very strong family. When we signed him, his 3 brothers all came with him. One of the brothers flew over from Japan, where he plays basketball, and he came with the 3 of them and his girlfriend that he'd been dating since 7th grade. And they were all there last night. And he's keeping his head down, working hard, and just has, a good connection to all the guys in the locker room.
Robert, I think Wiggy has a question, and it's not why he's not in the Patriots Hall of Fame yet.
You know what? That's a legitimate question. Look, his 10-catch performance in the Snow Bowl versus the Raiders, and the fact that he's a Beantown guy, the only thing that might hold it up is I got a autographed picture from John Gruden, and in it, he said that the hit on Brady was a fumble. So he sort of negates all the great things that happened. No, but that's a legitimate question by Wiggy, and we're so proud to have that Beantown guy. I don't know if you remember that game he had, but it was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was a good one. Listen, I'll take a +1 invite to Michael Rubin's white party next year. So,
oh, jeez.
Robert, when you look at Elliott Wolf and some of the stuff that, he's doing, actively, it seems like he's going after Brandon Ayuk, and hopefully that's something that can maybe still get done. CeeDee Lamb is another guy that potentially might be wanting out. How do you feel that Elliott Wolf has done in his transition to, being the guy now trying to help put the pieces in place, like you said, to start this next chapter?
Well, I think Elliott is doing an excellent job. Everything is new, and part of the reason that I chose Elliott, and there were a lot of good people, and I must say he has a lot of good mates with him, helping him out, especially Matt Crow. But it's so exciting to be in the building and seeing the collaboration and the discussion. And Elliott comes from a great background. He's got great pedigree on football knowledge and experience. And now it's just putting the relationships and information together to help us get the kind of talent that we need to win consistently. And, it really has been very exciting to see what's going on there. And I wish our fan base could see the collaboration. And like I said, I don't know what our record will be this year, but I'm very comfortable that we're building something that's going to be very special over the next few years.
Robert, you talk about turning the page to a new chapter. What's been the biggest change in your mind between the years of Bill Belichick and this new chapter with Gerard Mayo?
Look, we were privileged to have the greatest of all time in Bill and what he accomplished here. I think what's happened is the locker room has changed. The players coming in 25 years ago are different than they were 15 years ago. And the ones coming in now from 10 years ago are different. And the one thing I think that Gerard Mayo has a wonderful sense of how to relate and connect. And, and part of the reason we chose him is he was a number 10 draft choice. But, he was elected a captain in his second year by guys who had won the Pro Bowl. And, he's a captain for his whole career. Then he went into private industry, then came back and coaching. And I think he is in tune with what modern day players how they want to be interacted with. And it's not what's right or wrong. I mean, in the end, we'll see how we do over the next few years. But I'm very high on what I've seen.
Robert, we know one person you're high on is Tom Brady. Tom Brady night was a remarkable night down there at Gillette Stadium. 1 o'clock start for the Patriots against the Bengals. How quickly will you get to a TV set for 4:25 to see Tom Brady's debut on Fox? And what do you anticipate from him on the in the broadcast booth?
He's such a unique individual. I think back, people ask me what I saw that made him different. Besides his preparation and attention to detail, when he's a man who, when he'd go into the huddle, he could make average people better, just the way he led. But he also had a quality where he's very sensitive, and he's got a huge heart. And that combination of being a fierce competitor with a huge heart and then doing tremendous preparation, you know, it just made and he was genuine. You know, he never put something on or said something to try to be politically correct. He was honest, and pretty proud of this community and how they came out, that we celebrated him on his night, you know, to get Jay-Z and Kenny Chesney to come here, and Peyton Manning and Randy Moss going into tears. And it was pretty special.
Well, last night was exciting. We can't wait for opening week, and I appreciate, Robert. You've always been great to us, and certainly great to the foundation. And I really appreciate you taking the time to call this morning. I've always kind of considered myself to be a fifth son of yours, and I appreciate all the support.
Well, I'm honored, and congrats to you, what you do with your Greg Hill Foundation, and, you know, having 9,000 beneficiaries and giving tens of millions of dollars. So you're a cool hill man.
We can't wait to get it going, and thanks for taking this time this morning, Robert. Thank you.
Well, thanks. I hope you'll invite me back
5 years from now. We will definitely have you back 5 years. We'll have you back in 5 days.
Yeah.
You kidding me? We love it.
We'll be at Gillette on Monday.
Round of applause for Robert, please, if you could. Thank you, Robert.